Welcome back to Omega Level. I'm Nick. This is Josh.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Pop pop.
Pop pop.
And owner of Joe and Anthony Russo and their contributions to the community. Pop
Pop,
pop.
Omega level. Omega level. Omega
level.
Man, oh man.
And that was the title card.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sick.
there we go. Yep.
Sick.
This episode, we're going to talk all about Endgame. That's all this episode's going to
That's
be.
all it is.
Endgame, mad spoilers.
The next few we'll be talking about the Justice League Dark series.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that ain't for now.
That ain't for now. The Justice League Dark,
And the Witching
almost
Hour.
said right now, but they, at the moment we are at in the series, like they're past where we are. There's like a storyline that started called the Witching Hour, and its own little little mini thing. So we're gonna do that in 2 episodes, like 3 issues, 1 episode, and 2 the next, and then get back on track with everything else. We want to cover those consecutively so that like we get the full story and like congruence, you know.
Actually, we're doing 2, then 3, but he's
Well, yeah, 2 and 3,
Same
same
whatever.
thing, same thing, whatever.
I mean, it's not, but
Same thing.
it's not.
So yeah, Avengers Endgame, man. The
Spoilers.
Yeah, mad spoilers.
Mad
for the whole rest of the
spoilers.
episode. I actually wasn't going to say anything spoiler right now. It's funny that you said that.
Yeah,
you're trying to catch me before I say
just
it.
real quick. Just want to throw it out there. It's them spoils.
Spoilers for this whole episode. We're going to talk about Endgame in its entirety, points that happened, what could be being set up for the future, things that we enjoyed. Like, you know,
What could have been done better.
Nothing.
Everything.
Actually, there are some things. But we're going to get into that stuff. But this movie has already shattered every opening box office record there is. That is insane, dude.
Even overseas, man.
It's made
just
a
like,
billion.
It's the 4th highest grossing opening highest grossing movie ever in China in just 1 week.
Yeah, already. It's the highest opening ever in China and already the 4th highest grossing. It's insane.
Yeah.
Insane, dude.
Wow. People getting beat up in Hong Kong
For
for
spoiling
spoiling
the
stuff.
movie. I saw that.
Man, people getting beat up in Philippines for getting beat up. Like, man.
I saw the clip of the dude that was like, it looks like he's at school or something, and someone's sitting at a table, and he walks up to him and starts to spoil it, and the dude jumps up and punches him in the face.
Does he?
Yeah. He's like, nah, son.
Just don't be stupid.
Don't
Like, I don't
spoil it.
condone violence, but you kind of deserve that.
The marketing campaign for the movie has been, don't spoil the end game.
Yeah, like if
I
you're
can't
doing that,
remember
you're just being a
another
dick.
movie that did this.
Yep. I've seen people on Facebook where they would harass someone would post a spoiler, that GIF that's been going around.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Clearly spoilers. So if you've hopefully seen the movie, it shows it's a GIF. It shows a woman in a Wonder Man woman suit dancing, and then it cuts to Thanos getting dusted, and then Iron Man snapping his fingers.
Wow.
Yeah,
What a
people
piece of
just
crap.
posting that on everything.
What a piece of garbage.
Stuff that's not even related to that. Like I've seen it on a Team Stream comment section. Like what?
Do people, I don't understand
Sports?
people.
Yeah,
Why? Why do you want to take joy from someone else? I don't get it.
literally thing, and then their only excuse is it's just a movie.
For you?
Yeah, like,
I've spent 11 years waiting for this, longer being a comic book reader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nothing against people that aren't fans of the comics, that are just like casual MCU fans that just go and watch
There's
the
nothing
movies.
wrong with that.
But like, I've been invested for so long waiting for this. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that my investment is more than yours. It is, but that's not what I'm saying. Like, I've been reading comics since I was a kid, you know, and I still read them today. So it's like my whole life I've been waiting for comic book movies to happen, and it's like to be good because they've been terrible. And then
Then we finally got the MCU.
the X-Men came along and was like, oh, hey, these can actually be pretty good. And then Iron Man came along and the MCU was off to the races. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's been 11 years of MCU waiting for this. It's been even longer just waiting for something like this. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's not just a movie.
What are you talking about, man? Comic book stuff. We got Elektra and Daredevil and all
Oh,
that.
my God, dude.
And the Phantom. Come on.
Woo, the Phantom. Oh, man. That actually is not a bad movie. The Phantom. It's not
We're
bad.
not gonna talk about it. First ever superhero. Let's go.
The Mask. That was a great comic book movie. That's very underrated,
That's true.
honestly.
Dark comic story. Yep.
Yeah, very good movie, dude. They need to remake that with the technology they have today.
I don't think
With
anyone
Carrey.
can get it with Carey.
Gotta be
yeah.
Jim.
I
Gotta
was
be
gonna say,
Jim.
you
No.
can't.
They tried a sequel with Jimmy Kennedy, which I did not watch,
God,
and I've
the
heard it's
Son
awful.
of Mask.
I've heard it's terrible, dude.
It's awful.
Oh, and before we get in-game real quick, so a little bit of DC news. Oh my God, dude. AT&T bought Time Warner. So they own the DC streaming service now, and AT&T stepped in and cut down Swamp Thing, the TV show, from 13 to 10 episodes while they were filming the 9th episode. They're like, oh, hey, by the way, the next one's your last one. And
That's gonna be so
no more
jarring.
seasons.
It's gonna be so.
You're just going to
jarring.
get one season. So, the inside source or whatever, rumors going around are that they don't have confidence in the streaming service and they don't know if they want to keep it going. They want to start their own streaming service, and they might just port all the DC stuff to that, or they might axe it all together and just restart from ground zero, which really sucks because I like Titans. I'm liking Justice League or Young Justice. I'm still only in the first season, but I'm liking that show, and I'm super amped for the Harley show. I don't want to see all these go away. Swamp Thing looks awesome. Man, that really sucks. They might be getting rid of it. And the streaming service is really cool. I love that they've combined the comics with everything. It's really awesome. It just sucks they might be going away.
And just like that,
Yep, might just be gone. Thanos might be just popping in.
DC, we have this
Somehow
done.
he's affecting DC too.
Yeah, and I don't
sucks,
condone those people that are like those Marvel fanboys where they have to just discredit DC, like you can't compete. Well, it's its own separate thing.
They can both be good.
Yeah, they can both just coexist. They don't have
and
to.
they have been.
Yeah. I mean,
Spoiler alert: DC's made some good movies.
I mean,
Shazam.
We're not doing this here. Not in this podcast. Do not
Aquaman.
mention that in this podcast.
Aquaman, Wonder Woman. Come on now.
Still have this crappy Friends up here. We didn't even do our. We didn't even do anything.
I got to change everything.
Okay, we're gonna hit a reset on this. I'm gonna play some music.
And we're back.
Hey, welcome
Yeah.
back.
That'd have been a good time to cut away to sponsors. I probably should have done that.
No. We can do that now.
Omega Level is proudly sponsored by Ink or Dye Studios, a unique combination of a tattoo parlor and hair salon. Located at 270 North Dakota Street by Flanagan's, Ink or Dye Studios employs the best artists and stylists around. Boasting a friendly atmosphere, helpful, talented, and incredibly creative staff, Ink or Dye Studios is the only tattoo shop and hair salon you'll ever need. Stop in, call, or contact them through their social media accounts today to set up an appointment. Hey, get you some tattoos and get your hair did.
Ink or Dye. Skull Kid, do something already. Good Lord, man.
Be about that tat life.
God.
Unreal. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into jump out my chair.
We're gonna jump on this.
Going to
shit.
Hulk jump into Endgame.
That's how we do. So gratuitous.
Oh man, so Infinity War starts like, God, dude, you're just off to the races in Infinity War. It starts with a banger. Thanos is here and he's killing everything. Endgame has like a similar kind of beginning towards like we're off to the races. Like it starts off with freaking Hawkeye's family getting fucking dusted, and then Tony Stark's dying in outer space. Captain Marvel saves them. They come back and they're like, let's go fight Thanos. Then they go to the garden and confront Thanos and kill him.
Well,
First 10 minutes of the movie.
and then you had a little bit
insane.
of a. But the setup before that too. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Like just the beginning of the movie is like, holy shit, dude.
you get a
Like,
sad
they're not
scene, go
stopping.
off into Iron Man and Nebula, who I just absolutely despise. Hate the voice, hate the portrayal.
He
like
loves Nebula.
Dude, it's just knock off Gamora. I'd rather just watch Gamora.
I mean, Gamora's better, but I mean, I still like
Exactly.
Nebula.
So why have the knockoff? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's like
She's blue Gamora.
It's like having Iron Man and Rescue. I don't want to watch Rescue. I want to watch Iron Man.
I mean, Rescue's all right though.
No, it's Gwyneth Paltrow
No.
phoning in a performance this entire movie.
Dude, she definitely did, especially
Good
with how good she
Lord.
was in the Iron Man series.
Yeah, I like
And
them
then
the
to
other
come
ones.
to this, and
Yeah.
it's like, wow, you just don't want to be here. But she has openly talked about how she's not like a fan of what they do.
Well,
She
what
doesn't like them.
other jobs are you having,
Yeah.
Gwyneth? I'll check your IMDb. Not many
I don't
recently.
see. I don't see a bunch of Gwyneth movies coming out.
That's what I'm
so, I
saying.
mean,
It's-
you're part of
Disney's
history.
literally giving you a pay. I
She's
know.
part of history. She's shitting on it.
It's,
I'm saying, whatever.
whatever. She's getting a paycheck, I suppose.
Yeah, I thought she had like one really good moment of a performance. But even that moment of performance was overshadowed by the person that was right in front of her.
By Tom Holland,
By
just
Tom
giving us
Holland.
money. Just giving us money.
Oh man.
But the abruptness of killing Thanos, like they killed OG Thanos. Like they went to the garden, they found out where he was because Captain Marvel come up in that bitch.
Yeah, she's
feeling
just here.
confident.
Here to play.
It's like you didn't have me. Yeah, we all about that superhero life.
Yeah,
we all about that.
One machine's like, hold up, girl. We all about that superhero life around here.
We are all about that. Superhero.
Did I tell you the story about the tank?
Yeah.
Because I'd be doing superhero stuff.
Boom.
When everyone finally laughs
It
at
hits.
it.
It hits. For
I
normal
love 'em.
people, it hits. What up, regular size dude?
Rick and Nebula walking by him. She goes, watch out, Rhodey. We got an idiot in the landing area.
Dude, he looked like he was going to have a heart attack. I was like, oh, God.
Dude, Paul Rudd
Money.
owned this, right?
Money.
He's good as Ant-Man in the Ant-Man movies, but he is very much the comedic relief as Scott Lang should be.
Yes.
He gets
Him and Rocket are very prevalent in
to
this. for that.
crazy emote and act in this movie.
Yes. Especially when he's getting on a Tony
He gets a
about
great arc.
failing the
I
failing
loved
the
it,
time
dude.
heist, and then
Yeah.
even like trying to get him to do the time heist. He's like, "Are you kidding me?"
He's like, you didn't want to do the time heist. You didn't believe in the time heist, and you ruined the time heist.
Yeah. He's like, you just
love
keep
it.
repeating yourself. No, you didn't repeat yourself.
You repeating yourself.
Yes, Paul Rudd was very good in this
very good.
movie.
Dude, when he, oh man, his acting when he like reconnects with his daughter was so good while they're hugging and stuff. Like, oh man, I felt
Talking about devastating.
so.
man.
I was so sad in that scene.
God, she's thinking he's dead for 5 years, and he's
Right?
like, "Hey, I haven't aged a bit."
And it's been 5 hours
been
for
5
him, but now his
hours.
daughter's like 14.
Yeah, I don't recognize you. You're so big.
Yeah, wrong.
You're so big.
Hey, now we have an older Cassie Lang in the Marvel Universe who goes on to become Stature. So if they do move forward with this A4.
They already have an actress.
Yep. If they move forward with the A-Force Avengers movie, which for people that may not be aware, A-Force is an all-female Avengers team, which we got like a small little glimpse of what that could be like
in this. That
in
was
the final
nice.
battle in this. Cassie Lang at one point is part of that. So Stature could join that team. That's her superhero she becomes.
I'm fine with that.
That'd be cool.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I just need more Ant-Man. Probably get a third one. They'll
Always
probably
need more
end up-
Ant-Man.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll go much more after 3. It doesn't seem like too many do.
I'm not really sure. I
Iron
mean,
Man
like,
didn't get one. I'll be shocked if Thor gets his own.
True.
Sad as that may sound.
Ant-Man is the one character that's in the weird spot where 2 of his movies came out before this phase ended, and and also the Guardians are too, where 2 of their movies of their trilogy came out in this phase.
Paul Rudd just turned 50.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks
They each
amazing.
still, like the
but-
Guardians and Ant-Man still have one more movie left to come out in the next phase.
Yep,
So it's like, are they just doing that and they're gone? Are they going to be around for the new Avengers squad?
I'm saying.
I don't know.
It's tough to think. I don't
Like,
know what
I don't know who the
this
new-
really does set up.
I don't know who the new 6 are going to be. Like, obviously, it's Captain Marvel. I'm going to say Iron Man. Captain Marvel, Spider-Man,
Panther.
Black Panther, and Strange are huge cogs of that machine. But who else is still around?
Who's Scarlet Witch is getting a TV show.
Yeah, so is she not going to be around anymore? Like Bucky and Falcon are getting a TV show, so they're not doing that anymore.
Will
guessing.
Scarlet Witch only be used in this like Captain
Exactly,
Marvel
yeah.
was used in this? You know what I mean?
Hawkeye's getting his own TV show, so he's still not going to be
Is
part
he
of the
really?
team. Yeah.
Wow.
The basis of his TV show is Hawkeye training a young woman to be the new Hawkeye, Kate Bishop.
Kate
which
Bishop.
I
okay.
think will be his daughter.
Okay. She doesn't have that name.
No, she won't be named Kate Bishop, but
We
she'll
have
be
to
that
watch
character.
Lila. Oh my god.
We might. Which did you know that's one of the Russo's
I
kids?
wish she stayed dusted.
That's one of the Russo's kids. So he dusted his own kids.
Good.
I'm not sure if it was Joe or Anthony, but one of the directors, that's their kids.
I wish they stayed dusted.
Wow, that's rough. That is rough.
Facts, dude. Linda's the only one that's supposed to come back. Laura.
Laura, Linda Carlini. Yep. I'm surprised to see her in like MCU stuff. I haven't seen her do like much really lately.
hasn't
It's like,
been
oh wow, she's freaking Hawkeye.
She's there. Yeah.
That's weird.
About as important as Hawkeye is.
Wow. I mean, he's never been more important until this movie.
Yeah. I was about
Well, I
to
mean,
say
the first Avengers, I guess he's kind of important because he's Loki's lackey the whole time.
important to a degree, but it's
Yeah.
still so many people complained about that anyways.
No,
He's
yeah,
like, oh, he's
he
just evil.
complained.
That
He
and
hated it.
Yeah, and in the second one they made up for that, and he's like, not again.
You got to stop Wanda from doing it
Yeah,
to him.
like-
Which, like in retrospect, I really hate that they played that off for comedy with how powerful she's supposed to be. Like, come on, Hawkeye got the one up on Wanda.
Yeah, but exactly. Why wouldn't it
But
not
it
make
is-
Wanda coming up on somebody that's superhuman? You know, she's trying to be sneaky, and he was
True,
like,
and
yep.
it is young Wanda just like discovering her power. Like I get,
And
all
she's
that.
been holding back that whole
Poop.
time too. She had that whole
Well, this movie showed that.
because she couldn't even. Yeah,
You get to see Wanda when she's not holding back.
She's went hard, and I was so excited.
When purple dudes
Yep.
make her mad, it's not a good thing.
You know what, dude? Red and purple, red all the way.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. This
Man,
movie proved that.
Different beats I could have used, and no, I'm not saying that she should have cut out stuff, but there were things that didn't seem necessary. You have a long diner scene with the Hulk. Yeah, he's Professor
That
Hulk
did-
now.
yeah.
It's funny. They hit. I laughed.
Him and Ant-Man's banner goes on
But
for
then it
quite
goes
a
into
minute.
thing, and then they had the same thing where this time it didn't. It hit a little bit better for me when I rewatched it. Was when they were having their nice, awesome Korg scene when they go get Thor.
Yeah.
You get to meet. Speaking of Thor, the Russo brothers really looking out for you, man.
I hate
You can
so, I hate
you can
so
actually
much. I
cosplay
could
as
be
Thor now.
now.
Like you can seriously
thick Thor.
and not even worry about it. Not even bat an eye. Be like, dude, wow, you got the beard, you got the hair.
The
you
big
got the
difference
gut.
is I don't have the abs on top of my gut.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Like
but
Thor
when,
still has.
but when they went to Thor's, they got Korg, nice little comedic
Mm-hmm.
relief. You know, new Master 69. Oh, new, I am
loved it.
Thor, the God of Thunder.
The God of Thunder. We'll fly to your house.
But they have this, real funny. He's not dealing with these. He's like, I'm not lying in my own self pity. You know,
Yeah, you think I'm
that's not me.
wallowing.
Yeah, I'm not wallowing in that. It's not me. And then, of course, they mentioned Thanos, and it goes to immediate, super serious.
Such
scene.
a good
And he's
change.
supposed to have like this sad moment. And the first time watching, I'm like, oh, that's real. Like, I didn't get that thing. That was the same thing with how I felt Gwyneth when she was crying at the end.
Really?
It just didn't hit. I was like, oh, that was really out of nowhere. And that's something that people have complained about in Ragnarok, where it was going from sad to funny.
Like,
but this one goes
quickly.
from funny to sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, the sad to funny makes more sense because one, it's Marvel, it's comic books. They want to be uplifting.
Yeah.
Not it. They did deal with the sadness of the Asgard. You know, what I mean, I'm not going to get
Yeah.
to Ragnarok, but that to me hits better than going from sad or funny to serious.
Really?
Because that line, it just doesn't work. Same things with comedy shows when they try to do that. When they're super funny the whole episode, and then all of a sudden they try to add
Just
something
boom,
super
serious
serious.
moment real quick.
It's like I'm
I can see that.
you know, that
didn't-
doesn't draw me in. There's no emotional attachment to that.
It didn't bother me like that. Like I liked that. I thought his acting was really good in that moment. So that's like probably
It was
why
very
it didn't
jarring
really
the first
bother
time.
me.
I knew it was coming this time, so it's like, okay,
man,
good performance.
He crushed it, dude.
Yep.
I love when they're discussing their plan about the stones and how to get them. When he's up there talking about the Aether, and he's like, "Well, someone called me
not
a
actually
stone."
a stone.
And he looks at Cap, who's not the person that said it.
Yeah.
He's like, "You," and Cap's like, "What?" And he's like, "It's He's like it's a sludge, so someone's got to amend that." He's putting eye drops in his eyes. All of them, man.
Lebowski, man, he had a awesome performance.
Yeah, he was
The
very
dude
good.
was killing
The
it.
dude, bro.
The dude was killing it.
Oh, the Asgardian dude.
I wish he was drinking a White Russian. That would have made everything better.
been beautiful.
God, that'd have been money.
I wish he would ask for a White Russian instead of a Bloody Mary in that scene.
Yes.
He's like, would you like some eggs and some bacon? He's like, no, a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
He's like, a White Russian.
A White Russian. God, that'd
That'd
been
been
awesome.
great.
That would have been awesome.
So I want to go ahead and get my few little issues out of the way first before I just start like freaking praising Marvel as like the heroes of the world.
Okay.
So I've seen the movie 3 times now, and I'm okay with Widow dying, with her sacrificing herself for the Soul Stone. It makes sense thematically, and it makes sense thematically for Hawkeye to not, because then we get that moment of when Hulk snaps everyone back into existence, and his phone rings. He's really the only person there who can have someone calling him that was dead, other than Ant-Man. And Ant-Man's the one walking towards the window. Sure, it could have been Ant-Man's phone ringing and like Widow or somebody walking towards the window to look outside. It easily could have been. But it makes sense in that moment how we open with Hawkeye and his family and then it's his wife calling him. Like, so thematically it makes sense that he survives.
Especially since that's the thing that put him on that path. And that's a big complaint of mine, too, is Hawkeye. You know, he goes 5 years fucking killing people.
Yeah.
And they even have a line, War Machine, saying, do we even want him back? They get him back and nobody bats an eye. And they
He's
trust him to do the thing to go in the past. Makes zero fucking sense.
I've never thought about
to
it
me.
before until right now, but yeah,
dumb.
it is kind of dumb.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it is kind of dumb.
That's
yeah.
dumb.
And like he's getting a TV show where he's still like it's in the present where he's training a new Hawkeye.
So he's got to go from that kind of personality
Widow's
to back
movie
to,
is going to be
clearly a prequel.
It is a prequel, but I just read it's a prequel.
What if it's the Budapest?
It's based after the first Avengers movie. So she's already Widow. I thought it was a prequel of like her being Russian spy Widow.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
her
so
doing it. Because that's when Budapest happened in between Avengers and
Is it?
2. I'm
Is
pretty
it?
positive.
That'd
Pretty
be
positive.
dope to see finally Budapest.
Exactly. That's what
That'd be
you know.
dope
And
to
even
finally
had a
see
line.
that.
He's like, "This is way better than Budapest."
Yeah, when they're flying in space, yeah. Also, dude, it's thinking back on it so fucking heartbreaking that when they're all about to go into the different times in the quantum realm, it's Widow is the only one that is like the optimist. She is smiling. She's like, "See y'all in a minute." Like, she knows this is gonna work. She in that moment is Cap. Like, she's the one that's the upbeat optimist. Like, this is gonna work, and it's such a change from where we've seen her like just previously a few minutes
like she said, it's
before,
her first
where she's
actual
just
job.
heartbroken and like everyone's gone and dead, and her best friend is like gone murdering people, and he's lost his way, and like his family is gone, who she was also very close to. She was Aunt Natty, you know.
Yeah.
It's like she's just in a really bad way, but yet she's the one that's like pulling herself up by her bootstraps and still running things. Iron Man's off having a family. Cap is off like trying to help people like in a personal basis, and she's the one still like at the Avengers Tower like running the Avengers and Shield in the world.
Man, RDJ was money this movie.
He was, dude. He was great.
He's
He
my
was
win
great.
for the year so far.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot, but he is my win.
He
so
was
far.
great so far. He was really great in this, dude. I think his best acting in this was when he first comes back to Earth and confronts Cap.
Dude,
Oh,
when
he
he's in main,
crushed
Would he actually lose that weight, or was that CGI?
I don't know, man, but he looked really,
Yeah, he
really,
looked really
small,
small,
dude. Looked
dude.
bad.
Killed that moment.
Yeah, it
dude.
was so good, dude. So good. And
Lord.
the fall gets me. And when he falls down to his knees, he's like, fine. And then just face
And
plants
just
on the
face
ground.
plants.
Like, all the
Gave
the sound effects and everything.
gave
just
Cap a
cringy.
suit too. If he put that on, he'd have been Captain Iron Man.
Yeah, yeah. he gave him
Captain
the
Iron
thing.
Man America.
Captain America, Iron Man. Captain
America's ass.
Captain Iron America, man.
That's America's ass.
It's America's ass. But yeah, I forgot what I was even saying now.
You're still on Black Widow.
Whatever.
The future. I thought her death was handled
Right,
very
right. Yeah.
poorly.
So my issues with that are like after seeing it 3 times, I'm okay with it. And I do like in the end when they had the funeral for Stark that immediately after they send out the little reef on the water and it scans over everybody, it immediately cuts to a shot of Barton and Wanda by the lake reminiscing over who they have lost. So it made it
But
feel
she's
like
an OG member.
true, but it
man.
made it feel like that funeral wasn't just for Stark. Even though like Gwyneth was up front, she was pushing the reef off, and there was nothing for Vision or Wanda there, or I mean Vision or Scarlet there. God dang, dude, Scarlet and Wanda, same person, bro. Vision,
Wanda and Hawkeye.
yeah, there wasn't anything for Vision in the water or for Black Widow in the water.
Yes.
It still gave me the sense of like this funeral was also for them.
Okay.
Like even though it was at Stark's house and it's clearly for Stark,
Yes.
for everyone it's not just for him.
I know
so
they
that
still had
kind of
that
made it
moment.
okay for me.
Dude,
but
it's
the big thing they miss is when we get the A-Force shot. And all the women show up to help Captain Marvel take the gauntlet to Ant-Man and the Wasp in the van to try to go back in the quantum realm and return the stones. Everyone that shows up to help her, and for some reason, fucking Rescue lands in the front, and she's forefront of the shot, and her helmet comes up, and it's Gwyneth Paltrow with her little badass look.
It's the
and
wife
it
of
scans
Iron Man.
around. It's like, why is that not Black Widow, the OG first female of these movies, standing in the front?
I thought Captain Marvel was more center than anything.
True, but yeah,
She
I mean, I'm
looked-
saying, like,
but I know she was one of the ones that came in on the
why
shot.
is that not
And
her?
only for a split second was there one male in that scene, and that was old Peter Parker. Just for as soon as they started. Then it started the transition part, but then he
He's off
moved
the
out,
side,
and then it showed the whole thing, and
yeah.
Shuri just kind of out of place.
Yeah, she's like,
I love you, girl, but
I got gloves.
yeah, I love you, but she's you just
I got
stop.
hand blasters.
Yep, just stop.
Yeah, like it was Okoye too. I mean, she's an awesome fighter, but she ain't got superpowers.
Nope.
But then I seeing it 3 times now, I'm almost positive when they are running and she stabs someone and throws them, she stabs Corvus. She stabs Corvus Glaive with her staff and picks him up and throws him over
No
herself.
way. That
Yeah,
wasn't anything.
pretty sure it was Corvus that she stabbed.
No, because Corvus was he was the one that ended up. Remember, he was like about to reach for Thanos when they got dusted. Corvus was right
No, that
there.
was Ebony Maw walking up to him.
Oh,
Ebony's-
you're right. Ebony Maw was
yeah,
the one, and
Corvus
Corvus
was
was
with
the
the
one that
staff.
questioned the. Yes, I
Yes,
know.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one that's like,
Yeah, yeah,
"But
yeah.
our men."
Yeah, but,
Okay,
but
that
our
was a
troops.
different- that was after.
It was like,
after.
but I'm about to die.
I'm about to die.
My issue is it would have been perfect for her to be in the forefront of that
Mm-hmm.
scene, or not in the forefront, but there with all of them. Like, it's such a missed moment to have in there, and it really sucks. But like thematically, I get why she was the one, and the journey that she takes throughout this movie of bringing her family back, and that's her final thing she can do to try to be good to bring the family back together. Like, it's awesome, and I get all that, and also the way they did that scene was, it doesn't hit that well.
No, it did not. That's what I'm saying. I was shocked.
It went
My
too
jaw
long.
dropped, but I didn't.
It went too long.
I wanted to have emotional value in Black Widow.
Of
Somebody
all
we've been
people.
watching since Iron Man 2.
Of all people, like if I could have put money on one person to
She's
not
been
die
in what,
in-
minimum 6 movies? 7 movies?
at least.
Are you kidding
If
me?
I could have put money on one person to not die in this, it would have been Widow easily. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way she's gonna die.
I was like, oh, Black Widow's good.
Yeah, she's gonna live.
Yep.
But no, her and Hawkeye fighting was cool. But then when Hawkeye jumps off and she jumps after him, like that was unnecessary.
Yep.
They should have just fought up top. She got the better, like she did, shot him with the thing, and he can't get out, and she jumps off.
Yes.
That's
That
how
would've
it should
been-
have gone.
Yep.
It'd have been
That'd-
way better.
That'd have been nice.
Like, I know they want to have their emotional moment of Hawkeye like having to actually let go physically and emotionally of the one person left he cares about that's still alive, but it's like that moment's not for him.
Oh,
It's
they
not
could have
about
even
him.
prolonged it and had more dialogue, more Og thing. We already have a scene that already shows us a good way to handle that moment, that area,
Yeah.
that death.
in Infinity War.
that
Infinity
actually
War
can
definitely
hit,
did it way
that
better.
can hit on an emotional level.
Yeah.
And that was
I mean,
Thanos and Gamora.
They both hit emotionally for
I've
me.
actually seen people complain about that. There's like, I don't even feel the emotional tie. Apparently, you didn't watch 2 of the other fucking movies in either Avenger.
What, for Gamora?
Yeah. I'm saying, apparently you didn't watch either Guardians.
Yeah, how
That's
do you not
why
have the ties for Gamora? She's awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
Come
There's
on
no,
now.
it's
That's
not
stupid.
just Gamora, but the relationship
With
between
the-
Gamora and it
and
was
Thanos.
shown enough to be like, oh, this is emotional. And then if you've watched Gamora in those 2 movies,
Yeah.
if you like her at all, this is a very sad
It was
moment.
very emotional.
Thanos turns around, cries, get out of here.
Yeah,
All
come on now.
Continue. Let's go.
But yeah, I definitely was done better in Infinity War, and it was more emotional. I still felt it was emotional in
I wish I
Endgame,
would have teared up,
but
I
it was
can't.
only emotional because of who it was.
Mm-hmm.
If it would have gone the same way, it'd have been Hawkeye. I'd have been like, well, that was kind of bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why was that done that way? But because it's Widow and it's someone you don't expect, and Hawkeye's whole arc of him going and being this bad person and killing those people, and he's like unrenewable now, makes sense for it to be him to die.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. But yeah, that's my main issues. She should have been in that shot. They missed that opportunity. And then she doesn't like really get a funeral. Like, I get that when they
God,
come back,
breaks my
there's
heart.
really no time to
Breaks
stop.
my heart.
There's no time to stop and have a funeral for her after they get all the stones. Like, they got to move. You know what I mean? I get that. And we have a nice scene with them on the pier, accepting that she's died and we can't let this be for nothing. So they're all like rallied to do this for Widow. And then in the end of the movie, Tony dies and like, oh, well, he's dead now, so she don't matter anymore.
And
It's
if they
kinda
make
dumb.
that little fucking kid Iron Man, I'm gonna
Oh,
be
dude.
so mad.
I'm gonna be irritated
dude.
too.
Oh,
I hated
my
him in Iron Man
goodness.
3. I don't want to see him be Iron
It's
Man.
just a pointless like. My first watch, actually, he kind of looked like the guy that played Quicksilver in the X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Just for a second, I
I
was
can
like,
see that. I'm like,
why is he?
why is he here?
Is this their first glimpse?
This is the wrong Quicksilver.
And I was wrong. There was no any sort of Deadpool thing.
No, I
added.
knew there wouldn't be.
I was hoping because of the merger already
I-
going
it'd
through.
be cool,
and
but
they
I
could
knew it
add a
wouldn't
little
be.
scene of like, hey guys,
It'd have been like it would have
could get
definitely
far away from home.
It would definitely would have been taken completely out of everything out of the movie of when like Hulk snapped and everybody showed up. If Deadpool came to one of the pools, it's like, oh nope, and just trying to walk back in.
Dude,
but at the same
That would
time,
have
like
been freaking great. That would have been.
it would have taken
freaking
away from the
great.
brevity of that scene to add some comedy to it. But it would have been really, really funny.
Yep, and I mean the dopest shot in the entire
Or just to
movie.
see his head like
Yeah, it's just. Oh, this is not a
just
portal.
pop back. He's like, oh, never mind. I know
Or
that purple
he's
guy
using
is.
the time travel thing. Cable. He's like Cable.
He's like, oh nope.
Nope, you're purple in this timeline. You're purple in this timeline. Can't do this. Can't do
It's
this.
just Brolin, yeah.
Exactly.
He's like, Cable. Nope. That's not him.
That's not him. Get out of here.
You guys sound the same.
Oh, we have issues. Lady Death calls. Oh, no,
Yeah,
man.
later. Oh man, but yeah, that's my main issue with it. Other than that, like Some of the pacing, not pacing stuff, but I want to see Banner go through the gamma.
Yes.
To become
They
Professor
should
Hulk.
have shown that.
Even just a minute long. I just want to see him like turn the thing on and stand in there and it happen. Like, we don't get that. Like, we don't need it, but I want it.
He's happy.
He
Puts the brain with the bronze.
He's out here dabbing.
Yeah. He's out here dabbing. That's,
That's ridiculous.
That's true. That's true. Rocket was money with all his comedy.
Dude,
I thought all of his jokes hit really well.
His
and it
landed
made
the
sense
most.
for what he would. It's he
It's
was
Rocket.
and you could tell that he was depressed too because he's nowhere near energetic.
Mm-hmm.
He was just kind of just saying those lines because it was just nature, force of nature.
Yeah, he's just
second nature.
I'm
Just keep
sarcastic.
doing it. Yep.
I mean, he can tell he's depressed. He sits right down next to Nebula and holds her hand. That's not a Rocket thing to do.
No,
to hold
it's not.
someone's hand, period.
No.
I love, too, in the final battle when Thanos is raining down the missiles, he jumps onto Groot and screams no. He don't want to lose him again.
Damn, he just got him back. He's like, I can't do this. This is my family.
like
Even
his kid.
even the chick with the antennas on her head.
I love when he's saying that, too. He's like, the chick with the antenna? Like, you don't even know her name.
Ooh, we want knives. Oh man, that was great. That was great.
It was awesome.
Yeah, the comedy I always think was very well used, except
think
for the
so.
Thor scene that I mentioned before. Thought that was a
That
little
just didn't
jarring
land
for
for
me.
you?
Didn't
Yeah.
land. Going from funny to serious, I think it works better serious to funny
All the other Thor.
because I can
bits
already
landed.
have that emotion with the seriousness, and then you make it like, oh, okay, nice, I feel
Okay,
better.
yeah.
But going laughing and then trying to be serious, I can't do it.
Yeah,
It's just
you just
something
don't
I
like
can't
that.
do. Nope.
That sucks. All the Thor's other bits hit for me really well, man. It was awesome. I love the reconnection with his mother.
I did expect slightly more action. I know it's crazy to think how it closed out.
I really didn't.
Really?
I-
After
I-
Infinity War?
this is
You
most-
thought that was more the bulk of it?
This is mostly what I expected. I expected a huge lead up to one massive thing, and that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers, by the way.
Okay, if you're still
Yeah,
watching this, if
haven't
you're
seen-
still listening to this,
then you've already seen the movie because we told you.
yeah, we told you everything. I mean, even the fact that, let's go ahead and get it out of the way. Our boy Iron Man with the snap, using the nanotech on his own nanotech was genius.
That was gross.
And he's like, I am Iron Man.
The movie that ends the first Iron Man
I
that starts
am
all of this,
Iron
and he's the one that does it. So yeah, they did the one thing that I did not want in this movie at all was Tony to have the stones
You were such a thick
and
Thor.
snap and do something with them. Just a fake Thor.
Yeah.
And they did the thing I didn't want and made me love it. They're like, no, this is what you need, and you're gonna enjoy it. And I was
Yes.
like, all right, well, fine. All right, Joe and Anthony Russo,
It'd be
you're
different
right.
if he survived.
If he would have survived,
That'd
this
have been
would
lame.
drastically change
Yeah.
this movie for me.
Oh, for sure.
For me, it's a 10-10 masterpiece. It'd have been like a 7, a 6. Like that one moment would have ruined so much of it for me.
Okay.
I would have hated that. You see, the way that they've already set up the gauntlet, but all these movies is like no one can handle it. Like it will kill you. You can't do it. If Thor or Hulk can barely survive, Thanos can barely survive, there ain't no way a human is surviving.
Thor didn't use it.
No, but I'm saying, if he would just barely be able to survive, like in that moment,
Yeah,
like,
you saw the damage that it did to
Professor
Hulk.
Hulk was like, it would kill any of you, and he's talking about Thor too, so it definitely is going to kill Iron Man. Like, there's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have ruined that for me. But that was a great moment, dude, and
Yes.
and the perfect line,
Perfect.
perfect. Especially
ve-
Thanos is like, I am inevitable. Think, and he's just, nah, I'm Iron Man though.
Woo!
And I-
Man, and Thanos' composure in this whole movie was great. Like, he saw his own death and said, I mean, it's destiny.
Yeah, he's like,
This is
yeah,
my
yeah,
destiny.
yeah. When they see him get his thing, he goes, and that's destiny fulfilled. And I was like, jeez, he saw his future and he
You
knows
saw
it.
your own death, and you're like, I mean, I accomplished what
He's like,
I
well,
wanted
yeah,
to do.
I did what I
talking
needed.
about, man,
Yep.
talking about setting a goal and not being mad how you get there. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, it's real.
Dude,
It don't matter.
Wow.
As long as I get there.
Determination.
And I love when he's on Earth and he's talking to Tony, Cap, and Thor. And he's like, I'm grateful for you because you have shown me that what I was going to do isn't the proper way, actually.
He's gonna-
Because as long as there's people that remember, they'll never accept. So I'm going to kill all of you, reduce this entire universe to a single atom, and then rebuild a new universe that's properly balanced, that's grateful.
But Nick, it's going to
like,
be made in
"Ma."
blood.
Yeah. And then he's like, but no, they won't know because you won't be allowed to tell them. I love that. That's a total comic book thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many times the universe has been destroyed and remade in some villain's image, like Doom does it, like every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's like, I love that they brought that. That was Thanos' new motivation. I was like, that made me like smile.
Well, because he
so
saw,
hard.
like, they couldn't even live with their failures.
Yeah,
Where did that lead you?
exactly. Yeah.
Back to me.
Back to me. God, he's so
Fucking
deep, dude.
hard,
I love
dude.
him, bro. He kills it.
Ah.
Man. He's so good.
Could
in
have
this.
used more Thanos, but Infinity War spoiled me on that
I
one.
get why he wasn't in it.
No,
as
I
much.
totally get it.
Yeah.
Totally get it. Infinity War was his story. This one was theirs.
Yep. And it's still partly his story.
Minorly.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's still he's
was
still
still
on-
better-
He's still doing his quest.
he was still better used as a villain in this than still any other.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's certainly the 1 and 2.
I think maybe Ultron probably passed him in this one.
Maybe just because Ultron.
Just
like,
for this
that's-
one, because
that
Ultron
also
was
is
more in
Ultron's
that.
movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, the movie's about him.
Still
pretty
Infinity
much.
War, no one touches that villain.
No, it's unreal.
It just
It's
hasn't been
impossible.
put on screen, in my
It's
opinion.
impossible. After Schwarzenegger as Freeze and Batman and Robin, and then Brolin as Thanos.
Yes.
Nothing.
It's
It's not even
blue
worth
and
talking
purple.
about.
I mean, honestly, it's not even
The
worth
blue
it.
and purple. the blue perp gang.
I mean, you know, that's just how we do.
That's
Like,
just how it goes. But oh yeah, and we had
take a
Badam in
shot.
this too. She was in it for a quick second.
Take a shot. Maria Hill was in this? I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
and the funeral scene right before you see Captain
Oh,
Marvel,
yep.
she's standing back there with General Ross. He
Yes.
was next to her.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
You're right. And then Sam Jackson came up. It was nice seeing
Yeah,
him.
his one moment.
Did you see how Captain Marvel actually looked a little teary-eyed when she saw Nick Fury was dead?
Yeah, I liked that. I like that.
My girl Brie Larson looking amazing with short hair.
Killing it, bro.
Man, wow.
Let's talk about her for a second. So she is barely in this, but the way she's used is perfection.
Yes, and it seemed like she was going to be like, oh, she's going to be the saving grace. And in a way, she was.
She absolutely.
But then she wasn't.
She wasn't the one that won and that defeated
Yep.
him, but she was what we thought 100% the catalyst.
Yes.
She was the distraction to stop Thanos long enough for Iron Man to be able to compose himself to do what he needed to do.
Yep. She
She
took
was
down
the
the ship
catalyst.
that could have just destroyed
And,
everything
and
under
she
there.
destroyed the ship,
Yes.
which just saved Thanos. And speaking of, just one quick second. Actually, we'll get to that in a minute. But Captain Marvel, the few times that she's in there, she's just, hey, Captain Marvel, she's gonna blow everything up.
Love the headbutt attempts by
Guys,
Thanos
oh.
as well. Dude, just took it like a G.
That was
She
one of the
didn't even
best
bat it out.
moments. He headbutts her and she just grins at him, and then he takes the Power Stone out, consumes it.
Well, he noticed that she was crushing because it was about to crush
Yeah,
her
one
stone.
of his fingers. Yeah, he was
Full force Power
She was
Stone.
crushing his finger back into a stone, and it was starting to crush. That's how powerful this woman is.
Dude, and
It's
Thanos,
insane.
you got to think how strong Thanos is to be able to do this, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't using power of the stone. I don't think anyone realized that. That gauntlet wasn't being used. He was just pure force.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's how strong he is, that he can put, man.
mm-hmm.
I'm so glad they give him that kind of strength.
But he's
too.
amazing, dude.
And you had to, because it's like, oh, is it just the stones?
Dude,
No. I mean,
he's
you saw what he
powerful
did in
enough-
Hulk.
He's
I mean,
powerful enough to take out a stone and doesn't affect him, absorb into his hand, and punch somebody and put it right back. Anyone else does that, and it's like, oh, God,
that's
there's
true.
so much power.
I was going to say, we saw Ronan do it, and he put it into a mallet, so. And then,
Yeah,
and
but
then-
that was one.
True, but he's also not normal either. It's
No,
like, you know,
Ronan's
it's like,
super
It's like
creepy.
in the Guardians, the first one, when they're all holding hands and holding that power stone. It took like 6 people.
People,
to
yeah, to be able to do it. Yeah, and they were all conduits through Star-Lord anyway.
Yep.
Because it's part
Who is,
Celestial.
come to find out, is a
Part
god.
Celestial,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
And he's part Celestial. That's insane.
Was.
Was
He
part.
killed his own origins.
Yeah, now that his dad is dead, I think
Yep.
that took his Celestialness
Yes.
from him, yeah.
He said, "You'll be a man again."
Which kind of sucks.
He's like, oh,
I was liking the
dang.
fact that he had like a little bit of like
Superpowers, even if they didn't
powers.
know about it.
Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, the way they used Carol was really great in this.
Yes.
So she shows up and she's like, all right, y'all take care of Tony. We're back in a minute. We're going, I'm just going to go kill Thanos real quick. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, we all about that hero.
we do this as a team around
Yes,
here.
yes, yes.
And I love Rhodey in that moment too. He's like, look, we all about that hero.
He was
Like,
pretty good,
and
too.
where have you been? Speaking of which, she goes, there's a lot of other planets in the galaxy and they don't have you. And Rhodey's like, just like looks over at Cap like, damn.
Cap's
got
like, I mean, she makes a
and
fair
Rhodey's like,
point.
I think she got me. And Cap's like, yeah, she got you.
Rocket Sam's like, where are you gonna go? Get another haircut?
She goes, listen, furball.
Yeah, listen for ball. There are 1,000 other planets,
He's like, that's a good
and the
point.
same thing's happening to every single one of those.
Yeah, good point. That's a good point. Yeah,
That's a good point.
point.
That's a good point.
I love
Shit,
Rocket.
as far as promises go, you know,
Yeah.
Dude, Rocket was money.
Dude,
This
when
man. Bradley-
Thor's freaking out and Asgard, he's like, just come here. Just come a little closer. Just come a little closer. Just come smacks him. He's like, get
Smacks
it
him.
together.
and I know this might ruffle some feathers. Maybe I hope, maybe not.
I think you mean ruffalo some feathers, but yes. continue.
ruffalo some feathers. Things get a little green, you know. There's a way. Hey, boo, hey,
Get a little green.
get a little green. I
love-
believe this is Bradley Cooper's best performance.
Absolutely, without
I think
a doubt.
this is
But
his
it's the performance
stuff.
of his career.
Yes.
Oh, well, I haven't seen The Star Is Born, so I've heard he's pretty good in that.
I refuse to watch a
But
remake
I
of a
don't
remake
care.
of a remake.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't care about the movie. But yeah, dude, he nails Rocket. I'm not a Bradley Cooper fan. I don't think he's that good of an actor. Kills Rocket.
Voice is on
He's
point.
amazing.
Yes.
He's amazing, dude.
Yes.
It doesn't. I was shocked when I found out it was like.
Yeah.
I knew he was cast as him. I was shocked when I heard his voice.
When I
like,
heard it.
Man, that
I thought I was
sounds
going to
nothing
hear
like
too
him.
much Bradley.
Me too. I was like, oh, it's gonna be the guy from Wedding Crashers telling jokes the whole movie. Awesome. And then no, sounds nothing like
Hey,
him.
Wedding Crashers, he's funny in that.
Yeah, that was his best performance until Rocket for me. I think he's hysterical in Wedding
Intense
Crashers.
steroid using. Yeah.
He's out there working out. Kills me, dude. I love him.
Not playing flag football anymore, boys.
No, yeah. Be in the bathroom all night now, big guy. But I love, I was going to say this a second ago, that they give Wanda her moment. I love that the Russos, in this movie at least,
Took everything from me.
in the last movie too, the Russos understand how to use her.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the last movie, she holds Thanos at bay with 5 stones with one hand while destroying one with the other. If that's not super mega overpowered, I don't know what is. Like, what else do they have to put on screen for you to get it? It's like they've been reading the internet going, God dang it, man, they're just not getting it. We'll go and show them now.
We'll go ahead and have her on the point of
Yeah.
killing
And
Thanos
then
in
she
this
shows up
movie.
in Endgame and he's defeated. He is done.
Yes.
He is dying. And then he has to rain down the missiles, which one hits where she is and knocks her away.
When she did her arm thing, she pulled it, right? And
Yeah,
it,
pulled
cracked his arm
Yeah,
out.
dude.
Yeah,
oh,
she was
man.
fresh.
I love when he's got his sword, like, pushing down on her, and he thinks, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have the better here.
Smiles.
She just grins.
Dude.
She's like, oh, I got this.
Breaks the bottom of the sword, pushes
So
him.
fresh.
Oh, so excited that
so
Wanda
good.
did that. That's so
I was so
amazing.
happy.
That's so good. So good.
They gave her due, which they should have been. Her line was hard as
And
fuck.
I still... The one that, because they were ended up transporting the gauntlet throughout the battlefield as well.
Well,
and
that
they
was
had,
so cool. I
it
like
was
that.
so cool. I don't know. I want to say Spider-Man held it the longest, but I also think that Black Panther
Black
was
Panther had it
pretty
for quite a
close.
while.
Yeah, but then it kicked off to Spider-Man.
And then,
one of those is either
They had it for
T'Challa
a
or...
while.
Yeah.
They picked the right people for those moments. That was cool. Like
Yes.
Spider-Man for sure, Black Panther for sure. Like they highlighted the new people, by the way.
Yep.
I don't know if you realize that. Is it Spider-Man, Black
And we got
Panther,
Queen Valkyrie.
and Marvel. Or it's Cap Marvel, Spider-Man, and Black Panther are all trying to transport it.
Yep.
People that are taking on the next phase. That was really cool. They're literally
Very
going,
minute,
They're literally
strange,
going
other than-
forward, leading the charge.
Yeah, very minute, strange. Other than like,
Other than
he opened every single
other than
portal.
doing this.
He
Give
technically
Tony the number one.
He revealed him. He led. This is the one.
Oh God!
That's
Speaking
what
of
that is.
him,
This is the one.
that moment with Banner and the Ancient One,
So dope.
Tilda Swinton slayed, bro.
I'm so glad she made
And
an
that
appearance and actually
moment
had a new scene. That was
When
cool.
when she was like, "I'm sorry, I just can't give it to you," and he's like, "Well, then why did he give it up?" And she goes, "What did you just say?" She was like, "He gave it up." She goes, "Willingly?" He goes, "Yes, he just gave it to him."
She's like, did he make a mistake?
And
No,
he's
I
and,
did.
yeah, and then Banner was like, "Maybe he made a mistake," and she's immediately like, "No, so I did," and
Yeah.
just gave it to him. Sorry about that. Had to fix. Harley had a little glare going on there. I noticed, or well, he noticed. So go ahead and just move her off to the side for the rest of this episode. So as we were saying with the Ancient One, man, that was an awesome little moment of her realization of, well, he is supposed to be the best of all of us.
Yes.
He is the best Sorcerer Supreme ever. And if he willingly gave it up, there's a fucking reason for that. Maybe I made a mistake.
Yes.
And I love how she just willingly accepts it. Like, she knows how great he is.
And I'm glad they also explained the timeline thing, because he was trying to explain to her with his science.
Dude, yeah, and the way she shows it.
It's like you
that
take
was so
one.
cool.
Because the time stone that they finally brought that up too is why these stones are important for the universe. They're literally the
The
reason
balance
that
that's
the
keeping
balance
everything
that
in
keeps
one line.
everything in one line.
That's so dope,
That's
dude.
crazy. Yeah,
I love how she
That's why
illustrated
you-
that.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
so
yeah.
fresh.
And of
And
course it
the
took-
best person to illustrate it, the fucking Ancient One.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
She's like, you're
Awesome.
5 years too early. He's over there doing surgery.
Like, I'm here for Doctor Strange. She goes, "Oh, Stephen Strange, about 5 years too early."
And when she did her whole move that she did to Strange, you
That
know,
was so
knock your
dope.
subconscious out. I'm glad it was just Banner.
Yeah, it was just
really
that came
cool.
out, yeah, and then
That's
she
really
was
cool.
like, "Let's try this again." Oh, and dude, like when it all right, she does that and says that, and then it goes away to another thing. When it comes back in the corner of the screen, you can see the body of Hulk laying down on a chair, and there's a hat over his head, like he's sleeping.
Did they put a chair?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the Hulk is just laying down.
I know she brought the body back to him and put it on that. I thought that was cool.
That was really awesome how she just willingly, like, he had the easiest one. He's had to have a conversation with someone, and she was like, "Oh shit, I'm making a mistake. Here you go.
I'm making a mistake. Take this down."
Might be.
Yep. I mean, Iron Man got hulked. Jeez, Tony.
So that's, god dang, I'm fat and fucking stupid. Strange. Why Strange did it just made sense to me.
Because
He had to willingly give it up so that she would.
Yep.
It's the only way she would give it up. Man, fuck me. I just
Yeah,
got that.
that's
3
deep,
watches. It just hit me.
Woo.
Man, that's genius. The Russos suck.
I
And the
agree.
writers are terrible. Marcus and McNeely have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They
I
can't
agree.
let a screenwriter
I
save their
agree.
lives.
No,
so.
I agree.
These 4 people are idiots. And Kevin Feige, the 5 worst people in film today.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't know how to
worst.
1.2, 1.4 billion in 5 days. Whatever.
Trash.
It's garbage.
Dude, speaking of like people being in this movie, I was fucking shocked that Natalie Portman was in it.
Is that actually her?
Yeah, I'm pretty, because that scene wasn't in,
That's what I was thinking.
I don't
too.
think that scene's in the Dark World where she gets up. Like, they easily could have just taken a scene from Dark World and animated rocket into
Yes.
it, but I don't remember that scene being in
don't
Dark
remember
World
it either.
of her getting
Yeah.
up like that.
Ken
So, yeah.
Jeong was nice to see.
That was great, dude.
They even did his whole arm thing.
I love when he's walking away in the background. You can see him doing his little arm thing.
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
I love it.
It's like, what is this
The
fucker doing in here?
ridiculous fucking mustache he had
God,
on.
I love Ken.
And then Shirley was there. That was so awesome.
Yes, yes. Community, man. We
Yeah,
out here.
We're getting them.
Chang.
Still the most jarring one to me
Oh, snap!
was Abed being in one of them.
Which one?
Abed was in one of them when he was in the he was in the Winter Soldier.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Star Wars?
No.
No, that was Abed. That
Abed's
was
in Winter
Winter
Soldier,
Soldier.
yeah.
He's in their shield.
He's one that
in
opens the door
ship.
for the shield
Yep.
thing. That took me out of the movie so much. I was like, Abed.
It's Danny Putty, man.
Yeah, but I mean,
They
just
still act, dude.
But
God.
seeing like after that movie now, seeing the other cameos that make sense. Oh, they're just having people cameo, but it was like fucking out of place. It was like, oh fuck, it's Abed. But I was also a mad
Oh,
Community
dude.
fan too, so I was
Yeah.
like, Abed.
Separate, man. Gosh, it's acting.
Danny Pudi, sorry.
It's just a movie.
I love him. I really hope he gets to do more stuff, man.
Well, if Powerless didn't shit the bed, that was
He was
hilarious.
good in that,
yeah.
dude. I loved him in that show.
Yes.
Completely different than what he did in Community.
Absolutely.
Killing it. I thought Palace was great, dude. I love that show.
That was funny. Week first episode after that was money.
Dude, I'm
Greatest
always
Batman joke of all time.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
He's a rapper superhero. It's a fact.
I'm always down for fucking that guy. Damn, what's his name to get roles?
Danny?
No, not Danny Pudi. The guy that was Batman's cousin.
Oh, Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk.
Yes.
I'm always down to see Alan Tudyk in anything. That
Yes.
guy's amazing, dude.
Yes.
I love him. I love Alan Tudyk.
Dude, he's so funny.
Yeah, he is great. But
I said that. Take my thunder, dude. This is crazy. Just like Thor. Thick Thor over here. Calm down,
the
Thick
God
Thor.
of Thunder.
Thick down. I'm New Master 69,
I'm
boy.
thick Thor with 2 C's.
He's like, if he does it again, let me know. Thank you very much, Thor.
Thank you for that. Oh, he's back again, Thor. Call me a dickhead.
He's calling me a dickhead. God, I love Korg, dude.
I do too, man. And Meek is
Piss off, Ghost.
when Meek's on the couch. Whenever he's like, he's back again. Meek throws his rapper at the TV. I love him, dude.
Man, they're so good.
Oh, and yeah, you mentioned earlier, and I blew past it. Didn't register until right now. You said Queen Valkyrie.
Yeah.
I'm so happy, dude. So happy.
So awesome. She even was like, whatever.
He's like, yeah, whatever. He's like, oh, wait, are you
Like,
serious?
that's how much she still respects Thor too.
Yeah,
and what
dude.
they've gone through with Ragnarok is like they need your king. Like you
That's
need this.
you. You're the
Regardless of
king.
what you've done for this past 6 months, you've been useless. I think they said 6 months, right?
Well, it's been 5 years, but she said he isn't. They haven't seen him in months. Yeah. He only comes in to
down
get
for
beer.
supplies.
Yeah. I like how that's how they lure him to the ship too. We got beer, and he's like, "What kind?"
Give me your finest mead.
Dude, and when they go back to Asgard, he's like, "Just 1 second, my father keeps this big thing
big
of ale."
thing of wine.
He's like, "I'll see if we can get two to go cups for you and me."
The mom knew immediately. That was touching too. That was sweet.
I loved that moment that they
She's
got
witch.
that reconnection.
Raised by witches.
And she immediately knew, she's like, "You're not the Thor I know." And he's like, well, no, yes, I miss him. She goes, the future hasn't been kind to you. And he's like, I'm totally from the future.
I love that.
Hemsworth nails it, bro. Nails it.
I'm so glad that Taika was able to rejuvenate his love for the role.
Same,
you know what I
dude,
mean? Or
same.
revitalize. I think rejuvenate.
Yeah, rejuvenate his love for Thor. I mean, I get it, dude. Like,
Man.
the Avengers movies were so fucking well done. And the first Thor was pretty well received, but the second one was so badly received,
I
and
liked
he
it.
didn't have a
I
good
liked
time
it.
making it.
Yeah, he didn't have a good
He
time
didn't want to
making
do it anymore.
Yep. And the first one is a run-of-the-mill origin story. I thought that
Absolutely.
the ending could have been done different. I thought the villain that they brought in for that was
Destroyer
stupid.
is awesome, but to
But
be the
point-
main
yeah.
villain of the fucking movie is
Yeah.
weird. I mean,
Yeah, it's weird.
it's
an origin.
I guess Loki's the main villain, but Destroyer's the one he
That's
fights.
why
in,
Loki's so amazing.
Destroyer's the one he fights in the pivotal moment.
I love it.
Yeah,
Ended up being
Loki's
the main
brilliant, dude.
bad of the Avengers first one.
So is this like
Masterpiece
how
movie.
we're getting the Loki show? Or are we going to see like what adventures he's going on
In
to
that
lead
timeline?
up to his death now?
Yes.
Like everything's gonna like they said in the movie, everything will still happen the same as it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
But now there should be a period of time where until something happens to reset where the Tesseract is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, hold on, never mind. Fuck.
They didn't take that
Loki
Tesseract.
is
See,
still,
that's the thing.
Loki's still dead because Cap went back in time and reset it.
But he put that stone to where it was.
The Tesseract. So Loki could never have grabbed it because that moment never happened.
If that
The case
resets
on-
the Iron Man.
The case only got kicked away because Ant-Man jumped off and kicked it away. That scene originally happens where they give it over to Hydra or S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, yeah, good
So
point.
it never happens.
So-
I just thought about that. Yeah, so he's still dead.
Yeah.
His show is going to be past.
Yeah, it has
Like,
to be. I
it-
mean,
it's Loki's been alive for fucking like 15,000 years.
Yeah.
There's tons to talk about
Yeah.
with Loki and to see before it's ever came around.
yeah, and that's fine. And if they even
Yeah.
do the whole thing where they have a season of just Tom Hiddleston and then they move on, you know, I'd like to see a female Loki. I'm fine with that.
I'm not mad at Femme Loki. I don't really care to see Kid Loki because that's been a thing. I don't really care to see that.
Mischievous, dude.
I would much rather see like Tom Hiddleston Loki for several seasons though.
Yes.
For several seasons.
I would hope
I'd much
so.
rather that. I think it's been announced
But all of these
too-
guys are getting older. That's why
Yep.
it works off to have these send-offs like they're doing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They killed Iron Man.
It still blows
They
my mind. He said Paul Rudd's fucking
retired.
50. Come he's that old already.
He
RDJ is like 54.
He looks amazing.
Yeah, for 50. Jeez,
Paul
he
Rudd
so
looks
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
I thought Clooney was the only one on the planet. That
Yeah,
like
right.
That,
Don't
man.
look
That's
that good.
Yeah.
I thought Paul Rudd. Look, watching this movie, he's like, oh, he's like 32. I'm fucking 50 years old
Looks
though.
great.
And then Ruffalo's old. He's gonna be close to 50. Robert Downey Jr. is over 50.
With how they made Professor Hulk, he could rock
he
that
could
for a
keep
while.
doing that, dude.
Yeah.
He just got to mocap it.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. He's not going to need to do much.
I love when they go back to the timeline of the first Avengers battle in New York. When they see Hulk and he's got to go through and beat
That's
Hulk,
what I
he's
said.
just
It's so gratuitous.
roar.
You're gonna have to smash a couple things.
He's like,
Throws a
love it.
motorcycle effortlessly. Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Dude, then Hulk having to take the stairs. He's like, whoa, maximum occupancy. What do you
Take
think's
the
going on here? He's like,
stairs.
Hulk takes stairs. Hulk takes stairs.
treating Hulk like poop.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you can't get in an
I
elevator.
mean,
bud.
it's Hulk, bro.
Yeah, you're
Come on.
huge. You're way
Someone
too
says
big.
something to make him mad, he kills everybody on
Yep.
accident. Like
Yep.
Hulk just
Yep.
hits the wall, they're all dead. Yeah, no, can't do that.
I agree.
And I love that they I love when after they mess up and
Mm-hmm.
Loki takes the Tesseract and gets away, Tony Stark's like, give me a second, I got hit in the head with Hulk.
Okay.
When he tells Cap that
Yep,
one,
yep,
like
yep.
Cap's freaking out. He's like, give me a second, I got hit in the head with Hulk. And then Rudd just kills the rest of that.
Kills
part.
the rest of the movie.
It's so good. And I like that Tony Stark's like, I an idea. And he's like, I kind of know what we're about to do. And Cap's like, you kind of know.
We don't want to lose him in the 30s.
Yeah, like,
You can't joke like that. Yeah, totally a joke.
oh yeah, in the 50s. He's like, I want to lose him in the 50s. He's totally joking. You are joking, right?
Man, and there's so many things that could set up to the future as well, especially with I don't think we're getting another Thor. I do believe that we're probably, hopefully, getting the third Guardian of the Galaxy called the Guardians of the Galaxy. Thor in that. So Taika, man, you had Taika make the new character, the new Thor. We got him brand new, awesome. He's back at it.
And he's
lively.
totally set up for James Gunn style.
James Gunn style, immediately, perfectly for that.
That was the best comedy moment of the movie for me. Was the ending when he gets on the ship and him and Star-Lord have their
keeps
back
having
and
this little
forth.
banter. He's like,
We keep touching it.
You say that I'm the boss, I'm the leader, but
then you touch the
keep
screen.
touching the map.
Makes me think that you don't actually know.
No, you're in charge. You're in charge.
I didn't notice on my third time that you can still hear the slight beeps in the background while they're talking, and Thor is still touching it.
Oh, is that what it is?
He's still
He's
moving
going
it.
back and
He's
forth?
still
No,
like
that's
hitting
great.
it.
That's great. That's great.
And he's like, we all know who the captain is here. Yeah, yeah. And it's me, right? Oh, yeah. Of course it is.
Of
course it is. I love it, dude.
Once Thor gets back into shape.
Yeah, Thor's. Oh man, I love him.
That's great.
He puts his back on the table, crushes everything that's around. It's just, that's Guardians of the Galaxy back again.
Fight. Groot probably said something to that,
probably,
as well.
He probably did, yeah.
Thor started laughing.
Groot was probably saying something like the Man Angel would win.
Yeah. The god.
What was it they called him in Infinity War?
They just called him a god.
Well, yeah, but they called him something like that's a man. Like that's not a dude. You're a dude. That's a man. They call him like a man angel or something like that.
I can't remember the
They
exact
call him
wording.
something like that. I love in the funeral scene when it's going on to everyone like Drax is just standing there like I don't know what we're doing.
And Mantis is feeling everything. She's
Dude,
actually moving.
Because she's an empath. So
Dude,
yeah, she's like swaying. Because she feels
stuff.
everyone's
Yeah.
grief.
I'm
That's rough.
hoping it's just a personal theory that she has some sort of ability to unlock memories for Gamora. Because I
Or
really
to
feel like that's stunted.
instill the future stuff that would happen into this one.
To at least be like, hey, you had these feelings towards these people. Because I feel like Gamora and Nebula will be fine. Because Nebula's already to the point of liking her sister.
To the point that
because
Gamora was
always
trying to
liked
get her to.
Nebula.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. She's
So
always had that
Nebula's
kind of
already
soft
there,
spot.
but just to lose that between Star-Lord and like you said, it could break us to the point of maybe introducing Kitty Pryde now
and
that we're
possibly
getting X-Men.
And possibly Nova. We already know there's a movie
Possibly
in development.
Nova, and we already know that's in development.
And that's going to be fucking tragic. Think about this.
Man, yeah.
Xandar's destroyed. That's where
Yep.
Nova's from.
Yep.
The whole Nova Corps is gone. He'll be should be one of the remaining ones.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks, dude. His shit. I don't really like Nova, but the way they set it for him to come into the movie, I'm pretty excited for it. It's gonna be tragic.
It's gonna be dark.
And that with resetting Gamora, there's now a path for them to have their little relationship like they've had before.
I just hope that they don't. Well, I don't want. I hate Gamora's always so pushy off of him though, man. I
Off
liked
of
it when they were
Star-Lord?
together.
I
Yes,
liked it.
man.
I
They were
liked
so
it.
much sweeter when
They
they
were
finally
sweet
got to that point.
in Infinity War. I liked
yes,
it.
yes. Till bitch got pushed off a fucking mountain.
She got tossed off. Son. There ain't no pushing. Thanos was like, nope.
And then you have that moment of poopiness the entire movie. I just want to say that.
Whole rest of the
Hated
movie
this movie.
terrible.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
Garbage.
Damn, he hates this fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
Finally, you understand my feelings towards this
I finally
movie.
get it. Yeah. I finally get it.
But really pushing forward and to go into the next phase, I feel like they're going to have to definitely bring in cosmic powers to another level. Like
Well, I mean, they're
that's why
making
it
the
works for
Eternals,
That's
so,
why I'm
like,
thinking that that's
fucking-
great.
they have
That's
to.
the first movie off the next phase, correct? That's what they said.
I don't think it's the first
No?
one. It might be.
That's the main one they're working on right now.
I think after Far From Home, like we have a decent gap with no Marvel, and I think it's Eternals and Black
We'll get
Widow
one
the
next
next
year.
two.
You think they'll
Or
skip a
no,
year? You
it
think
might-
they're going to skip a year?
It might be Panther.
I think
2.
it'd be smart to skip a year.
I think they are.
But that'd
skipping.
be a year without a Star Wars.
But we're also
or-
getting shows.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're still, and these now,
very
the
true.
Disney streaming
And they'll
service
be
shows
acted by,
are actually in canon.
Yes.
It's not like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. where it's just kind of off to the side. Like these are part.
Aiden is technically happening though. That's like
It is, but they don't really like. It's up to the show to keep the continuity, not the movies. They don't give a fuck about that show.
yeah, that's true. They're not like
But
hey,
these
let's not
shows
ruin
and
anything.
movies are going to work in together now.
The show tries to make sense of their stuff as the
Exactly.
movies happens. You know,
But Kevin Feige is running the show on the Disney shows.
Yes.
So he's running the show on the show for the shows.
especially when they're casting the characters like we said, Tom Hiddleston, past stuff. Scarlet Witch will be played by Elizabeth Olsen and stuff like that.
And
I'm
then,
hoping Paul
Bettany
Bettany
is-
returns
he
his
is
vision.
coming back.
Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, I'm assuming gets his own
Yep,
show.
he'll be Renner. Yeah, he'll be Renner. He'll be Hawkeye.
He'll be Renner.
He'll finally get what he's wanted. He's been pushing forever to get a Hawkeye movie, and now he's getting a show. So he's getting something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And then Falcon and Winter
As
Soldier
long as they
is gonna
take
be
it
them.
to approach of like Into the Badlands.
I haven't
I
seen
know
that.
you haven't seen it, but it would if it's to the vein of that. I think that would work very well with Jeremy Renner's
It's
skill
going to
set.
be definitely the most Loki of the definitely the most toned down of all the shows because it's Hawkeye. I mean, he's not like out here shooting superpowers. You know what I mean?
No, but you saw they didn't really showcase it, but they showed a trail of death around him. So clearly he's a bad man.
I wonder if he's gonna like continue.
Proves
to
that he speaks Japanese.
Yeah, that was cool. I love that they
So he's multilingual.
Yeah, I love that they had that whole scene in there with the with.
I wish
in
they would have shown him
Tokyo.
actually fighting people though.
He just fought the one dude.
That was kind of lame.
He just saw like
Yeah.
the silhouettes and beating other people up.
I love how criminals are like try to use like, look at you're killing. Yeah, you're
He's like,
bad
yeah,
people.
because you're terrible.
It's not that hard to understand.
It's not ain't difficult.
Yeah, murder's wrong, but you're bad people. Don't try to defend yourself.
I wonder if he's still going to be Ronin moving forward, and that's why
They
he's
didn't
training
even
a
call
new
him Ronin,
and he's training a new
so
Hawkeye. True, yeah.
might
But
get the name and
is he still going to be that style of Hawkeye, where it's more about swords now, and that's why he's training a new Hawkeye, or is it just because he's getting fucking old? He wants to carry on the legacy. I don't know.
who knows? Like you said, they might be training his daughter.
Yeah, might
What
be.
if that's what the show's grooming her for, and then boom, she makes it to the big screen?
That'd be cool.
And I'm hoping that the shows do that. They have
They
some
lead
sort
into
of
shit.
connection, and
Yeah,
then
that'd be
boom,
cool.
they come up to the big teams, and then they deal with the aftermath in the next season. That would be handled.
That'd be really cool. I hope that like to stay on the topic of like continuing on. I hope
Yes.
that when we get another Iron Man, because I think it's inevitable,
I fucking don't want it.
I really, really hope that they.
Unless it's
I
Shuri.
kind of hope they do it in the next couple of years, and it's fucking Shuri.
That's
or
it.
she
Yeah,
at least
that's the only
dons
reason.
like the rescue. So like to me, it makes sense that we've seen Rescue, which is Gwyneth Paltrow's
That's
Pepper
fine,
Potts.
That's fine.
So it makes sense to me that Tony is gone. That's not her. That's not what she does. But she has all this tech and all this shit. She's got to take care of their daughter Morgan now. Why can't she just give all that to Shuri, and Shuri can have the rescue suit and be rescue? That'd be dope. So she's not actually Iron Man, but she gets one of his suits and some of his tech, and she can be rescue.
And that's the thing too, is if talking on the TV shows and Shuri is when they recreate Vision, because she has the blueprints, they show
She'll have
that
to-
in Infinity
She'll
War.
have to be the one that does it.
Is she going to do it in the show, or are they going to do it in the movie?
I would imagine.
So that'd be
they do
kind
it
of
in
cool
the-
to have some Black Panther on the
Oh,
small
like in
screen.
Black Panther
you know
2?
what I
Like,
mean?
oh, that'd be dope,
Or,
dude.
yeah, what if it's a Black Panther 2 and that's the tie-in to the movie?
Oh, do you mean does Shuri come into the show and do it?
Does she
That'd
come
be cool,
to the show,
dude.
or
That'd
does
be
it
cool.
something in Black Panther 2?
Right, yeah. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Because they've already done some casting for BP2. I'm excited for the
So if
movie.
they do it in BP2, then like potentially Wanda could have a little like small moment
actually
in there
stay in
to
that
get
movie.
Vision.
She could be the little secondary
That'd be
thing.
cool,
I think
man.
Cool.
That'd be cool.
And it's time for more female-led characters too.
I don't know.
Have-
I think we've had enough.
Oh, that's the end of
I
this
think
podcast.
we
I
had
know we're
one-
pretty close anyways, but
We have
we're
one
just cutting
female
it.
movie. We're good. We don't need any more.
Well, we're probably going to get a
Brie Larson's
Falcon.
gonna ruin fucking Marvel. I mean, she ruined this movie. They
Yeah,
they
100%.
only made $1 billion.
Yeah.
and her movie only made $1 billion.
$2 billion movies in 1 year. No
Yeah.
big deal. It's what we do. It's what Marvel do well.
Mm-hmm.
But to have that, because we're going to probably get a Falcon Captain America movie.
Oh no, we're getting a Falcon.
Oh, Bucky,
and Bucky
TV show.
Yeah,
oh,
so,
and then he's going to be.
so
oh,
he's
that's
gonna
way
be
better.
Captain
Never mind.
America
I didn't
in
even-
the show.
I didn't even
dude.
make that connection. Yeah, that's way better. I'm fine with that.
That's another moment that I fucking love that they gave us the fan service
fine.
on was Cap giving the shield to Falcon.
I'd rather have Bucky, but he's White Wolf.
For the movies, I'd rather have Falcon. He's more.
Sentimental. I
He's-
mean, it's connected. He's the.
Well, yeah, but
that's his mentor
He's more in the
type thing.
mind state to do it, dude. Bucky's still kind of fucked up.
That's why it wouldn't make sense
Yeah,
for Bucky. But
for
like
the movies,
Falcon has no superpowers. It's so lame.
Yeah,
You just
you
got a
know.
vibranium shield.
Yeah.
You're kind of worthless. Still.
Bucky doesn't have superpowers either. He has that really awesome arm.
I mean, it's super strength.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah, he has super strength.
he could hang.
He can catch
he
Cap's
can
shield.
hang with Captain America.
Yeah, true that.
Clearly,
true that.
so he's
Who
something.
was hanging with Thanos fighting.
So
him,
he's clearly
yeah.
something. I thought they gave him a serum.
They may have. I
I thought they
don't
gave him a
remember.
serum in Winter Soldier.
It only makes sense that they would.
Yeah,
You know what I
because
mean?
you can't hang with a dude that's super strength and stuff.
No.
I mean, I know he's not a god, but
And I know it's not in the movies, and a lot of people don't even know this about the comics. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if we talked about it before, but did you know that in the comics, Black Widow actually has the super soldier serum?
like canon,
Yeah.
or is that just like a
the
spin-off?
Russian the Red Room she was in? They created their own knockoff version. It's not as powerful,
Oh, okay.
and she has it.
Oh,
So
okay.
she actually does have super speed and super strength.
Makes sense
just
why she
not
would
to
be
the
able
level
to
of Cap.
do what she's doing.
Yeah.
Okay,
And she has like heightened senses and shit. So she actually is like an enhanced person.
That's
not
dumb.
just a spy.
they only did that because she's a woman. That's stupid. That's sexist.
I mean, it's been like that forever for Widow.
Exactly, and I'm staying by it.
And I love
don't
Widow,
care.
and I didn't even fucking know that. That's crazy.
And he says he loves Widow.
Right, yeah.
Isn't that crazy that he
Cray,
just
cray.
comes up with fucking lies all the time? Thick Thor, guys. Thick Thor.
See, I had some notes here, and we've already like gone through most of them without me even fucking.
I was about to
looking
say,
at
I mean,
them.
how
It's
much
kinda funny.
how much longer you want to pop this boy? Let's
Oh,
do it.
So there's a show that they've already said they're going to make
Mm-hmm.
called What If. It's a Marvel show. It's going to be on the Disney streaming service.
What if?
So, what if the show is how Chris Evans is still going to be Captain America? He went back in time, didn't come back, lived those 70 years that he was gone with Mjolnir and the Shield. What if Captain America was alive in the 50s and was worthy? That's the part of the show. How fucking baller is that going to be?
Who's fucking with that in the 50s?
No one.
Nobody. He's got
Nobody.
Mjolnir. Oh,
Bro, yeah.
shit.
So there's not like specifics
And he
released.
didn't have it when it came back either. So I wonder what that is.
No, yeah. So yeah, maybe he returned to Asgard at some point or
Or
something.
maybe Thor was near him at one point and was like, give me my fucking hammer.
I'm assuming it doesn't matter.
Well, no, that happened in 2013. Never
I'm
mind.
assuming it doesn't matter where Thor is. He's just like, come to me.
True, but that
And it
means that
just
there's
comes.
2 Mjolnirs at one point in that timeline.
Yeah, if he goes,
Because he took it from the
oh,
2013
you're right. So when he
timeline.
goes back in timeline, Mjolnir still. I never think about that. Mjolnir still exists wherever it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
He summons it, 2 hammers, hits Thor in the head. What the hell? I got 2 Mjolnirs.
Bing.
Yeah, crushes his skull.
That was a dope moment when he put both arms out and Stormbreaker and
Man.
Mjolnir came at him. I was like, Thor! I was
God,
so
and he
hyped.
was like, I think it's a trap. He's like, honestly, I don't care.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm
I don't care
glad
anymore.
you said that.
Yeah.
Lightning.
Oh man, he's so fresh. I love, dude, Thanos just fucking sitting there.
What's he doing?
Nebula's like, what are you gonna do? And
Absolutely
he's like, wait. I was like, God, this dude, could he be more badass? Fuck, man.
Best shot in the whole movie was the zoom out of him after the aftermath, slightly after the fight of Captain and Thanos. And it pans out and it's just them. You see them
and
on
it's
the
Cap
sides,
starting to walk
man.
towards
Such
them.
a dope scene. Man, that was so well placed. That was
Glad you
very nice.
said this. So leading from that, fucking, I've seen it 3 times now, and all 3 times I have legitimately cried. Like, cried. When Cap gets up and he tightens the fucking shield, his broken shield, and it's Captain America. It's, I can do this all day. Gets up, tightens his shield. He sees this whole army. He fucking knows he's dead. There is no stopping this, but I have to die trying. And then fucking Sam hits him up on their little communicators. And the portal opens behind them, and Black Panther, Okoye, and Shuri come out, and then Falcon flies out, and then all the other portals open, and everyone comes out. And then it goes that wide angle shot of all the heroes. Well, everyone comes out, and Cap fucking gives the lines like Avengers, a symbol, and he's so fucking mad and determined when he says it. Ooh, gives me goosebumps thinking about it. And then it shows the whole shot of them running to Thanos' army. I cry in that moment all 3 times, and I probably never won't cry in that moment because that is the fucking moment I've waited my entire life for. I think it's my favorite moment in a movie ever, of any movie. I've been a comic book fan my whole life. Been watching these movies. They've had amazing moments. They've had awesome moments where I'm watching like, fuck, this is just like reading the comic. But at that moment, that scope has never been possible until now. And seeing that like brought tears to my eyes, made me cry. It's like, this is the fucking world we're living in right now where this is possible and they can literally do anything I've read in the comics now. Like, we're here. Like, I'm tearing up now thinking about it.
Thank you, Disney.
It's so fucking amazing. Like,
Thank you, Disney.
Kevin Feige needs to be my best
out,
friend.
man.
He needs to be my best friend. I'm in love with him.
Get out, thick.
Thanks. Of course you are. Of course you are. But yeah, that moment, fuck, dude. It gets
Powerful
me.
stuff.
It gets me. And
This
Iron
is a
Man,
tearjerker.
Iron Man's death all 3 times got me. Something I didn't want, and I didn't want it. Kevin Feige's like, no. You need it.
You need it.
This is what you need.
This is what the world needs.
Yep. Fuck, it's so good, dude.
And Infinity Saga. You see they announced that collection?
What?
Yeah, they have the collection Infinity Saga, 22 fucking movies.
Oh, that's dope. as fuck.
$5,000.
No, it's not.
I know, but it's gonna be
Holy
like
shit.
$200+ minimum.
They already had
22 movies.
They had a phase 1 thing.
The front of it is the Infinity Gauntlet's fresh.
Oh, it's dope. They had a phase 1 thing they can't make anymore. That was the briefcase that held the Tesseract
Yeah,
in.
they
held
didn't
the
even
movies.
make it. They were like in production. and
No, they
stopped.
did, but only like only a
they got
few.
sued
got made-
because of
because
the
they don't own the
fucking-
rights
yeah.
to the briefcase design. Who the fuck made that oversight?
Because apparently it was exactly like
yeah,
that
like the one in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that collection was $200.
I'm getting a call from Poughkeepsie, New York.
Mm.
Poughkeepsie? I don't
Poughkeepsie.
know. We're just good.
Poughkeepsie. Yep.
Yeah, it's
I get calls. I actually get calls from there too.
Poughkeepsie?
Yeah, some random ass bullshit. It's like, hey, would you like to
Should
buy
I
this?
take a podcast phone call?
Fuck
Should
no.
I take a podcast phone call?
Hey, you're on.
Hey, you're on.
You're on
with,
Omega Level.
You're on with Nick and Josh on Mega Level. What do you guys want to say? Yeah, you owe a lot of money.
I was like, oh, never mind.
Man.
I'm
So I'm
gonna
pretty
hang up.
disappointed that we spent this much time on this movie and we couldn't talk about the best movie in MCU this long, Infinity War. But
Movie wasn't that good.
whatever. We're going to do another review.
So for me, this is a masterpiece. I wouldn't
Crazy.
say perfect, but it was a 10 out of 10. There are some minor issues I have with it. I consider the Widow thing not to be minor. It's a pretty big issue. But the movie itself has so many cool parts, and it's so good. Like, we get fucking Worthy Cap. We get Scarlet Witch going to town finally. We get the A4 shot. We get Thanos again, like this period. We get Thor actually cutting his fucking head off. We get Iron Man's death. We get, like, I know for some people who don't care, like Rescue. Like, it's a big deal, though. When we get all these
you get
fucking
Paul
things.
Rudd giving his best of 3
Paul Rudd
movies.
being amazing. We get the shot of everyone coming back. Like, there's just so much good that I can't not give it a 10. And I think you're a fucking idiot if you don't. Like, yeah.
Wow.
I'm talking to you. No.
Sorry, dude. I mean, you know
Like,
how I hold these movies, man.
For
I
me,
just
like, it's
missed some beats.
all the good outweighs the issues that I have. And it is my favorite MCU movie. And it's for sure in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Maybe top 5. Probably not. It's probably like my number 6 or 7. And then Infinity War is like right fucking after it.
He's 6.
I'm probably going to be one of those assholes that lists like Lord of the Rings, the Saga as like their number 1, where I list Star Wars as my number 2, and I just put Saga. I'm just going to put fucking Infinity
Saga.
as my number 3. That's my third favorite movie.
22 of them.
Yeah. I mean, it is one concise overall arcing story theme.
I can't do that with my Planet of the Apes because I didn't like Rise near as much as Dawn
Yeah, but
and
it's still
War.
great.
It's solid.
Rise, the first one.
It's solid.
Good.
It's solid.
Yeah, but the second two are just...
It's a great origin. It's a solid movie.
And then Matt Reeves came out and he's like, you ain't doing this
Like,
right.
let me go ahead and give you two masterpieces
You ain't doing
back to
this
back.
right. Let me show you how this
Let
should
me
be
give
done.
you two masterpieces back to back.
Speaking of him, dude, his Batman's going to be so fucking
I
good.
hope so. I hope so.
He might
Should.
rival,
I mean, I
he
have
might rival
confidence in him.
Nolan's trilogy. Unreal, dude. I wouldn't be shocked.
Wouldn't
He
be
made a better
hard.
one.
Wouldn't be hard.
Fuck you. Those movies are very good.
I mean,
I'm not saying they're the greatest movies ever, but they're the best Batman
first
movies.
one was okay. Second
Begins is
one,
good.
second one was
Amazing.
Joker. It wasn't like
an
the
amazing
movie
movie.
was. I mean,
It's a perfect
I think the movie
performance.
is overhyped because of the performance. I don't think it's a crap movie,
I
but
think
it
it's
is
a beautiful
definitely
movie
overhyped.
anchored by the perfect performance.
Okay.
But it's a
And then
beautiful film.
3, that was. It was fun. I thought it was very
I
enjoyable.
loved 3.
I
I
just
give it a
thought,
10.
but why not give us the opportunity to actually have a Spanish fucking Bane? Are you kidding me? How hard is it to give this dude his actual ethnicity?
You tell me that Pedro Pascal wasn't acting back then?
Thank you.
Did
All
you
you
know
gotta do is
dope
put
he'd have
him
been as Bane, bro?
Absolutely.
Fuck.
He's not the size though. That's the issue.
No, but man.
Tom Hardy's not the size of Bane either,
performance-wise,
but
he'd
he's
have been
big.
so good.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. He'd been so good.
I just have some qualms with that.
I love the movie
It's still
overall.
fantastic.
That one
know,
is
it's
a-
fun. It's great. Dark Knight clearly is one of
No,
those
yeah.
revered superhero movies.
Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
think it's because of the performance. I think that overshadows.
I mean, I do
I
think
think
a
that
lot
clouds
of it is
people's
that,
memories.
for
'cause
sure.
I'm sorry.
But I think the movie's a
I
10.
hate Christian Bale. It's just,
God, I love him. And that movie,
I don't even hate him as an actor. I just hate him as Batman.
The Dark Knight has one of my favorite endings ever.
Really?
Of him
You
running
thought-
from
yeah.
the cops with Jim Gordon's voiceover of like, he has to be the bad guy. He has to be the villain. It's not who he is. And it's not what we want. But it's what we fucking need. It just gives us
what he
think about it.
deserves,
And then
bro.
it just ends. It's like, holy fuck, this ending is incredible. I love it.
I'm not the hero that Gotham
And Dark Knight Rises is like an in-game scenario for me where like, yeah, I have some issues with that fucking movie, but the good is so good that I just love it.
See, I thought
Hardy was
I don't
great
know.
as Bane.
I think like Dark
Even though
Knight.
he's-
If Dark Knight was third, it would have been a better trilogy.
Oh, for sure. Even though they whitewashed the balls out of Bane, he's
It's
great.
the same thing with me. Like if Infinity War was the end of our saga, that'd have been a better.
Fuck me, dude.
you imagine
You're
that?
trying to make people just
Could you
hate
imagine
Marvel?
that,
Well, that's the ending of Thanos wins.
Ooh, boy, I mean, what movie do you have a villain fucking win?
No, well, Infinity War. That's it. And he still won.
Yeah,
He didn't lose. Endgame didn't make it that he lost.
yeah, that
He
still
still
happens.
won. All they did, like, so the timeline.
They just couldn't live with their failure.
Everything happens up to Infinity War. He fucking kills everyone. 5 years go by. Then they go back, get all the stones, and bring him into their current time of, oh, shoot, excuse you, of like what's Infinity War based in like 2017? So they're now in like 2022.
Yep.
So they bring the stones into 2022 and kill Thanos.
Yep.
They don't stop anything. They bring everyone back.
Well, Infinity War would be 2018. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. So it's like 2023 now in Endgame. So they bring everyone back and kill Thanos, but he still did all of it.
so technically,
You know what I'm saying?
that
Like,
still happened.
Even though they brought all the people back and like they're not dead anymore,
Yeah.
he still fucking did
It
it.
makes me so mad when people bring up Infinity War too. They're like, Endgame is more. It has more of an emotional attachment because Infinity War, you just knew they were gonna like survive.
Fucking did you?
Oh my god! Are
Did you know
kidding
that
me?
they were all gonna be brought back?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like Gamora
Obviously,
and all that. Like, get
Spider-Man
outta
and
here.
Plants are coming
Yeah.
back and Strange, but I mean, all the others they killed. Like, you don't think that could have been the ending for fucking Falcon? That he
Yeah.
could've- and Winter Soldier just could have not come back.
Yeah, like-
easily could have been their ending.
That's what I'm
Easily.
saying. Like,
Fuck
what
you
if they
talking
weren't
about?
able to do the whole revert thing? Like, what if
Exactly,
they
yeah.
literally just kept it? Yeah, I
It
don't know.
easily could have been that.
I don't know. I still feel like, and then Gamora's death was fucking huge.
Fuck, dude.
Emotional
And,
ties.
and it's final.
And it's final.
Fuck, man.
Yep.
We lost that Gamora.
We lost
That
that.
sucks,
Gamora.
man. I love her. It's my favorite Guardian.
I don't know. I really
You
love
like Quill that
Star-Lord,
much?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
I
Quill's
just
amazing.
think
I
Chris
love him.
Pratt is perfect.
I mean, without Quill, we wouldn't have had Endgame, so you got to give him credit for something.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, he set it up. Thank you, Star-Lord.
Thank you, Star-Lord, for kind of being a
His
dumbass, but
scene in fucking Endgame killed me, dude. When it's the whole music and dance, and then it turns out there's no more music and it's him singing. He's like, so he's an idiot. He's like, yeah.
man, still pleased. I know I didn't. I did one. I was hoping to have this as my number like 1, if not
Like
number,
your favorite movie of all
yeah,
time?
2, if not number 1. But
Well.
it still falls down to 4 for me.
I mean, still.
I mean,
That's amazing,
Yeah, no,
though.
I hold
In this pantheon
and you
of
know how we
22
rave
great
about
movies,
Marvel movies. Yeah, I was about to say.
The
you-
fourth best is still great.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Obviously,
you know.
it's the best, but yeah.
It's not. It's not Infinity War.
Oh yeah, okay, it's not. Yeah.
Nick, I think I'm done here. So
I'm
whatever.
just gonna pull a Thor in you. Oh yeah, you're right. It's not. I'm gonna start doing this shit to fucking everybody.
God, I mean, it works. It works on so many
it
levels.
works. It works.
It
You're
works
just
on
repeating
so many
yourself.
levels.
You're repeating yourself.
That's
No,
right.
you're repeating yourself.
It's
No,
you
you're
repeating
repeating yourself. I love it, dude.
Man,
Dude, an Iron Man meeting his dad again.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. That was a nice little moment, dude. Nice little
I
moment.
didn't see that coming. Howard, that was nice.
Howard Potts.
He just couldn't even say it. Yeah. He just said Howard. He's like,
Howard. Yeah, he said his dad's name. He's like, I'll be easy to remember. And he's like, oh fuck.
thank you for everything that you've done for this country.
That was good shit. Yeah, overall, like I loved the movie. Has issues, but I love it. The ending is fucking beautiful. It's all 20 endings are beautiful. It's the third Lord of the Rings. This movie has like so many moments it could actually end on.
Yep.
And it just keeps going. But there's so many things to tie up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
it feels deserved. I love Cap's ending. I fucking love that the end of the, well, I mean, I guess technically it's not because Far From Home is technically the end of the phase.
Yeah.
But the end of the phase is this movie. So what ends the phase is Captain America getting the dance. That's fucking beautiful. I love that.
And he's selfish.
Well,
Peggy told him not to worry about me. I lived a good life.
Yeah, true.
Like, don't do this.
I think she
and
actually
he never
got
let go.
Too.
And exactly. She moved on. He
But-
couldn't.
But
That's why I keep
we don't
saying
know
that.
if they got together because when he puts the hand up and Sam's like, "Don't tell me that," he goes, "No, I don't think I do," and it fades away and shows him dancing. It leads us to believe that was what would happen. But what if he came back and had that dance and then left? Because he's still gonna go be Captain America.
That's true.
He got married to someone else. That's honestly what I've been expecting.
Huh.
That's how I took it even when I saw it the first time. I was like,
Okay.
oh, he got his fucking dance and now he's going to move on. Because he got to see her live, like she lived her life. And he knows she had a good life.
Yeah.
He's going to fucking ruin that?
That's
I don't
true.
think they're going to do that.
That's true. That would be
I
different
mean,
if
he's
they
not
didn't end up
Mjolnir now.
together.
He don't need Peggy Carter.
But that he left in the past.
Yeah.
It blows
I
me
don't know
away.
where it is. I don't know fucking where it is.
It's an
The
oversight.
great if he gave that one to Bucky, he's like, oh,
You're not worthy, dog.
Fuck, now it's just
You're
stuck
not
here.
worthy. That's great.
That's been awesome.
Very pleased, though, man.
Yeah,
very
I was
pleased.
very pleased.
Thank you, Russo. Thank you, Feige.
This makes me really hyped for Far From Home just because it's another superhero movie.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
I cannot fucking wait
Well, they
to
end
see
on a life
Mysterio.
because I want to see the after credit scenes. It's what alludes to the next scene. We're like, okay, what's happening? What's
Right,
happening in
yeah.
the next phase?
So you know that
We're gonna see Angelina Jolie in an after credit scene.
They said Far From Home picks up minutes after Endgame ends, and now I get it because last time you see Peter Parker, he's in school with Ned. So that's where Far From Home is going to start. In school, and they're going on this trip. Also, in the trailers, he says, like, I'm not taking my fucking suit with me, and he leaves. And that's because Tony died. Tony gave him the suit. He's still sad. He doesn't want to take it with him.
Yeah.
I actually been expecting that.
Okay.
That was the biggest hint for me that Tony dies. When I saw the Far From Home trailer, and he didn't want to take his suit. I was like, fuck! He didn't take the suit because Tony dies.
Damn, that's.
Tony made the suit for him.
I know,
and they had a
but-
big connection.
But he also did the same thing in his first movie where he didn't take the suit with him
To where?
to New York, or when they went to New York or whatever when they traveled. On the first Homecoming when they were
Yeah, he
traveling.
did, because he saved
Oh,
him.
Infinity War. No, he didn't have a suit. He put it on him.
Oh, no, he had one, but then he gave him another one.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't. Yeah, but he didn't
Yeah.
come prepared. It wasn't the good suit.
Oh, no, yeah, no, fuck no. He had to give it back at the first Spider-Man. Or he didn't have to, but he did.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm excited for the next phase moving forward.
really
man.
am.
I'm excited for Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Strange, and Spider-Man to be leading the charge. That's so dope.
It's gonna be interesting.
That's so
I'm
dope.
excited. I'm excited.
I'm excited for hopefully an A-Force movie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it going. Evangeline Lilly recently was asked about that, and she goes, let's fucking do it.
Nice.
Like,
That's
she wants
good.
to be in it. And I was
That's
like,
good.
let's get Wasp in that bitch. She's
That's
awesome
good.
with Wasp.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm fine with
I
Wasp.
like it. I love the little
Evangeline.
moment her and Ant-Man have when she shows up next to him and Captain America's talking to him. She goes, we got it, Cap. And they look at each other. Ant-Man gives that look of like, feels good, doesn't it? Calling him Cap. He's like, we call him Cap. And she's like, yeah, sure you do. And then she gets to call him Cap. And he's like, feel good, doesn't it?
I wish they would have had them kiss or something, but it is what it is.
I mean, we got to see them sitting with his
Some
daughter,
people
and
that ruins it.
they were holding hands. So,
It's whatever. That's not the same. That's not the same.
okay, I guess.
Poop.
Yeah, pooping on it.
Just what do you want from me, Nick?
Nothing. I didn't even want this from you, but you can anyway.
Okay.
I
Well,
want to do this on my own.
we're gonna do one more sponsor, Ink or Die again, and wrap this bad boy up.
We're definitely not doing any more fucking sponsors.
Sponsor.
Yeah, we covered everything in my notes.
It's happening right now.
I pulled my notes out, and there was only one thing we hadn't talked about, and it was what if. We talked about everything else.
I don't think
That's
so. We
funny.
covered it pretty well.
It's funny. Well, a lot of it was future stuff too, like the TV shows and Queen's Awkward, like maybe Kitty Pryde, Nova, and like you even brought those up and shit. That was cool.
I mean, I have a brain, so
If I only had a brain.
I barely use it, and it's not that good. But it's there.
It
It's
kinda
there,
exists.
though.
He's like 4 or 5 years in the future with his brain.
Let's calm down,
He's
thick
fat.
Thor.
But anyways, yeah. I know we've been fucking just lagging for the past like 4 minutes here. But thanks for tuning in and checking us out. Fucking watch Endgame 50 more times.
Seriously.
1.2, 1.4
Try to
bill
go
already.
catch this in IMAX soon.
Let's go. I think this is going to be the highest grossing movie of all time. I think it's going to top Avatar.
So far, it has the best jump that you possibly could have.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep.
If this doesn't have the biggest second weekend drop off like ever, which it should, like it just
It
makes
would
sense,
yeah.
then easily it's crushing that record. Fucking crushing it.
I'm
Yeah.
just proud of people sitting in through this long ass movie. That was the biggest
Yeah,
complaint.
it's so
Everyone was
long.
like, "Oh, I can't
oh
see it."
no, a 3-hour movie.
And then everybody's like, "Oh, it's not that
Like,
bad."
I get people aren't all like me, like 3-hour movie fucking nothing to me. Like,
Yeah.
No, nothing. You know what I mean? Like I've seen mini. Though.
I was about to say
it's not out of the realm.
It's something, but it has to be entertaining.
It's not
It
like we're
has to
looking
be-
to go, oh fuck, 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like I watch many 3-hour movies.
I have to be very into either the
And
director or
this-
the source material.
This shit, fuck yeah, dude. It should have been. It could have been longer. It'd have been all right. They'd have been like, you better clear your schedule because that bitch 8 hours. I'm like, fucking, let's go twice.
Let's go twice. That's my day.
I'm the 3 times a marathon, 24 hours. That's right. I can do multiplication, son. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, checking us out. Go see Endgame. Watch all the other movies again. Fucking, let's get this bitch to like $350 fucking billion.
Yes, sir.
Let's make it unbreakable.
I mean, you got to sit here and listen to us stand
about
up if you're
fucking
working, if you're
nothing.
driving. Josh, Nick, we even had a guest spot from Thick Thor himself. It's great having you in here, Thick Thor. Any last words?
The God of Thunder.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, fuck him.